Enter politics now. Just say I can't team up for this me area. Let you see something. Wait till you feel to say fine or vote for you. The next person they begin say nothing. I not agree, may not see safe. So it go the same way with pageants.
Sometimes these things come out more, especially now with the social media and cyberbullying. These conversations, sometimes it's not even conversation, are just outright bashing.
We then say somebody they do pageants, they think prostitution, then think say this is not even, you don't know what he wants. In fact, say this something not even get sense safe.
People then can get that perception they not only in their minds, but because of maybe the example the way they don't see young women go into pageantry and then they end up adopting certain lifestyles that are not necessarily good.
Beauty pageants or spotlight generally, they give so much attention that if you not take time, you dey miss your purpose, you dey miss, the opportunity waiting up before you.
Welcome to Honestly Speaking, the podcast where we have conversations about issues in Sierra Leone. I'm your host, Antonia Howard, and today we're talking about beauty. In Sierra Leone, we talk about beauty all the time. Uda fine, uda not fine, uda wo. And some can even go as far as to say the finest person at the ballot paper and in the win, we like fine president. We place high value on beauty, but not always in ways that empower women. And beauty can be a ticket to the spotlight, or it can be a leash around your neck. It can silence your voice. And then comes pageantry, a space that's meant to elevate, but also one that can open up women to criticisms for how they look. It can open up women to exploitation and so much more. So my guest for today is someone who knows a lot about beauty. She has lived experience not only about how beauty is constructed, but also about how beauty is consumed. She is Sierra Leone's first representative to Miss Universe, and now she owns her own modeling agency. She's a successful businesswoman, amongst many other things that she does. She is the one and only Miss Mrs. Hawa Turay. Welcome to Honestly Speaking.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure. So let's start with your journey in pageantry. First of all, what attracted you for going to pageantry? Like, what was it at the time that attracted you to go into modeling and pageantry?
Okay, naturally, I was born with a certain level of confidence and style. Yes. So even while the passive, if you're not concerned beauty pageants or beauty or anything public, I get people then for always say, you look like a model. You feel a model. You're a modelist. Those days, that's what they call
Modelist.
Yes, you're a modelist. But aside that, I've been always get a thing for the watch international beauty pageants. I was really obsessed with that.
So I guess just watching the pageants, you watch women there, how then they carry themselves on stage, the confidence, the lights, the glamour, everything. Is that what really attracted you to go into pageantry? Because sometimes a lot of people go into pageantry, but like they have other things at the time. Was it just because you were confident and you had like good features? Was that what really propelled you into it?
No.
Or...
For me, my concern really was on representing Sierra Leone. Those days, especially for pageants like Miss Universe, we didn't have the opportunity of franchise to go there. So always watching these competitions, I wanted Sierra Leone to be on that stage. Yes, I wanted to scream Sierra Leone. So yeah, so the journey to pageants, that really fueled that for me.
Yeah. So when you entered into pageantry, did you have any, what I would say, criticisms? Because I guess for every pageant, because you've done a lot of pageants, for every pageant, then can get the criteria where then they look for. Should be a certain height, should probably be a certain weight. Waiting at some of the thing them at the time, we probably now it don't change because the world is moving differently. Waiting at some of the thing there at the time, where you go say you're being really conscious of, or people in pageantry were really conscious of at the time?
Well, personally, if not about me, no. But the whole idea of pageantry those days. Yes, because I began in 2009, and then you had Sierra Leoneans with the mindset of pageants na wild business. So no really picking on a pageant. So the exposure wasn't there like I did right now. So people they know say it's more about empowerment than objectification or objectifying women. We boku people they feel say that had been the idea. But now they don't understand. So by then it was really just that. They go, this so they can go begin do lifestyle the way teach and us.
And how did you manage that? Because the perception is one thing, but me, I can say people then can get that perception. They not only in their minds, but because of maybe the example the way they don't see. Maybe in the past they don't see people, young women go into pageantry, and then they end up adopting certain lifestyles that are not necessarily good at the end of the day. So how did you manage that, like in your own journey?
Well, like I say, my focus really was on having this platform where salon go team up and the whole world go see say we get certain qualities there. You understand me? So all they want and the way they miss they hear them. They are legit concerns because like I say, we don't hear story them. Nobody no wants lay in picking or in fumble take part by anything way destructive. So, but just like any other career, there are the good and the bad. You understand me? It depend on which you want for fella or the road where you want for take. For me, watching these international pageants, Miss Universe now, Miss Earth or Miss World, I dey see how young women then they become successful in them career path them after them come on at the pageant, the exposure, they help them for open doors them in a good way. You understand? Become actors, become leaders. I see like once somebody who have been really entity at the follower, now Lisa Hannah of Jamaica. Na she's Miss World 1993. This woman after the Miss World pageant, get for go back, finish college. He done in a parliament for how many years, became a minister. Then thing and this. So these things may I open to very early and say, okay, so all of this you're able to become after you don't come on a pageant, or even when you did a pageant, you're able to represent, you can't so graciously talk about the good things the way you get. So then not be me your focus. So it not change none of me perception about pageants. But that was it anyway.
Yeah, so what do you think say na the reason, and I'm sure I should say this is not unique to salon. Sometimes again, other countries than Africa can experience than the what do you feel say na some of the gap then way we get in pageantry in Sierra Leone, where young, beautiful, smart women would enter into pageants or pageantry, and then at the end of the day, like they don't really reap the benefits of what that platform truly represents or what it could represent within that platform they able for do for them. What do you feel say can be some waiting at some of the gap there or waiting at some of the reason there?
Well, most of the time it can begin with the motive behind going for the competitions, and then even with the organizers them, where they do them pageants, are waiting them once for them. Because if you get your platform where you set up and say, these are the rules, these are the reasons behind me doing this one. So where the people in the camp, then say it easy for come navigate and explore this platform where you get. So then one the way you see they come, they know they maybe waiting, then they expect them off. Not so in then they can do, not so in then they can achieve. Then one in the like I say, it's mainly about the motive behind them. Yes. Because if the organizer don't put in rules, say na this, na in me focus, where you come, na then the UFO can work on. So it starts with the grassroots, or it starts with the roots rather.
Yeah. People then can also get the perception, say, I don't know if you don't ever hear this way person can say, this na fine, na impuelam.
Yeah.
Like to say, because you're beautiful, you use your beauty or your beauty distracts from you using your brain. Right? Like that saying there or that perception and the way you say, this is fine too much, na make it well or fine, na impuelam. So in this conversation about beauty, do you think that young women, you and me, women sometimes kind of get distracted by the spotlight, the attraction, like just having the attention of being beautiful, and in the end, they're unable to reap the benefits.
It's very, very possible because beauty pageants or spotlight generally, they give so much attention that if you not take time, you dey miss your purpose, you dey miss, the opportunity waiting up before you. So it all starts with you having a goal, a purpose, why you want to do this, and then you stick to the plan. You stick to what you want to achieve, and then that's it.
So for you, you don't say like you definitely like had a clear purpose, you had a goal. You been get any role model around you apart from, I go say, apart from the one that we don't mention, we outside of Sierra Leone, you looked at their journey in pageantry and like you followed their example. You been get any role model that around you we kind of shape or help you for navigate the path where you eventually take? Did you have any of that?
Pageantry directly, no. But then I had an aunt who was really interested in entertainment. We lost some. But now that person will go see any kind good way concerning that and bring and come say, you see we talking talk. You will become anything through this one here. This thing that they mix by any so you no one know we na home we come out. The training way then they give you I want to go bring can shame self and disgrace to you. Now we host we are big. In me I go just die self if you go out with any that kind of thing. So she was a really great guide. Then me mommy self na another one. Me mommy go tell me say look I believe in you because in this salon yeah, but she was really exposed. You get all them party the way they oversee we go tell her say this thing we can do so if now overseas, so it's such a good career path. Na salon no more because the exposure really am bogui. So when you get all them people in your side, it helps. And then because of them shows the way I've been they watch and like I say, following people like Lisa Hanna in Jamaica, then they also help me.
Well, do you feel like at any point it can be maybe in the beginning stages or even towards this latter part, do you feel like people don't necessarily take pageant queens seriously because of the perception they have about beauty pageants? Maybe in the beginning stages, within a beyond experience, you feel like people then be misjudge you or misjudge your character because you enter beauty pageants or because the platform that you used as a tool to then achieve these other things, it was a beauty pageant. If you say people then perception of you being kind of different from what you are or from what you were trying to represent?
Of course. Before pageantry, I think in the entire world, say, that's how it be there. We then see somebody they do pageants, they think prostitution, then think say this is not even, you don't know what he wants. In fact, say this one say not even get sensitive. You understand? But now pageantry don't change a lot. The perception has changed, really changed with the help of internet and all that in the nowadays. And also platforms and now they focus on the entertainment, on the empowerment side of them than the physical beauty. Before, as they say, somebody they do beauty pageants, all they want for no, if I ain't look like, you understand? So now they all dancing and they been the come from. And if you will find define, like I say, if you don't know your purpose, you don't know what you want, or also you go then. Sorry.
Yeah, very true. Now in terms of beauty itself, like physical beauty, what's in your opinion? Do you think pageants help to empower women, or the pageants kind of contribute negatively? What's in your own, if not opinion, maybe experience in terms of like maybe the body shaming or the criticism or even the confidence? It could be both the confidence it gives you to walk on stage and just really show who you are. What do you think in terms of pageants?
I think pageant is about empowerment and not objectifying women. Pageants, they give the opportunity for you showcase you, of course, your intelligence, EU platform for you talk about things that were there to your heart. So with their other extra thing in there, like I say, just like every other journey or every other career or every other person, good day, bad day. It depends on what you take. But pageants is a platform for so many good things. Leadership now, business now, we'll call entrepreneurship, any other one. Pageants and the opportunity than the way they give. Yeah, so for me, it's more about empowerment than any other thing.
Cultural question for you. Wetin you think say now we own perception of beauty in our salon? When they can say this person fine, like wetin you think say then can they compliment? Sometimes I feel like say sometimes it can be the complexion as they see a person no more say, oh, this is fine, no. Sometimes it can be some people, it can just be maybe the hair. Maybe some people they care about within your own perception, like when we talk about beauty entirely, what do you think say can be the standard way people then can they talk about?
Well, for me, I honestly think it's more about our strength, resilience, not to the out. You understand? Not to the outer look. The way you go say, okay, because somebody, the description where you make say somebody tall, somebody fair in complexion, this and that. Salon don't pass that day. Before, yes, people then they look at somebody no more and say, okay, this is fine, this one not fine. But every single person fine in your way. Maybe because I don't see in the beauty industry, but really that's how I see everyone. All man fine, all man unique. I see the strength in all man. So yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like say sometimes these things come out more when, especially now with the social media and cyberbullying, these conversations, sometimes it's not even conversation, are just outright bashing. Like especially like during pageants, like we then go on, I don't even want to use the word attack, but we then go and criticize a certain candidate or somebody where they compete, then we'll begin to talk about how this look, how this fiber, how the what do you think say what are some of the things that we think say need for change in terms of the way we they approach pageantry in a salon?
You see the bullying side, then they are unfortunately in a pattern when it comes to all types or all kinds of competition as alone. Enter politics now. Just say they can't team up for this area. Let you see something. Wait till you feel to say fine or good boy you. The next person they begin say nothing. I not agree, me not see safe. So it go the same way with pageants. But people they need for stop them one in day because you don't know the harm way they cause to somebody with him up at that stage. You don't know how somebody don't try so hard for day and some people they for building confidence. You get for take them years. You get for take them the longest time for let them develop the confidence where they don't get for can compete and that. And then you just sit on maybe like small phone, like how then they say because you get internet things to say all of a sudden you know how for judge beauty or intelligence or you understand what they say. So people they need for stop down and day because it cause more harm than good. Where competition come, if it's your time at the end of the day, hey, you they win or you candidates they win. But if they don't, it means you know to them time. But guess what? You not take nothing from them. They can still come try back, or like I say, you not take nothing from them. You know, make the any short of beautiful, then still remain that same way. Maybe this not to just them time or not to them journey. This you move.
Yeah, I can agree with that. In you, I don't even know now how many years, 10 plus years inside the beauty stroke pageantry industry, waiting at some of the things the way you don't rather than learn, I go say unlearn maybe some perceptions that you had before where during the course of your journey in pageantry or in the beauty industry that changed. Waiting at some of them, do you have anything that has changed in terms of what you've been perceived before and how you think about it now?
Well, pageantry teach me say you for stick to your journey and also somebody else in perception, but with you day up to, not forget nothing for do with you at all. You go to do what you do so the next person not they understand. They get something for say about that. But enough for affect your own growth, enough for affect your vision, enough for affect the steps the way you take. Just stick to your own business and understand say if somebody not there on your side, no mean say you know they do well at all.
Okay. So in terms of that, that has a lot to do with confidence and just having strong mind. Now, with the work way they do now with your modeling agency, how do some of those things come into play? Like within UK, because I know you train young girls, young women, not just about catwalk, not just about being in pageantry, but general just life skills. How do some of these things come into play?
Well, first of all, I'm very happy for the pass on knowledge to young people coming up in this field because the tend the way maybe they do we get just a few or almost you go say you know really been get them that kind of guide and the kind of space we they now for them. So I'm very happy and thank God that they see something like this one. And where Antonia, if you see how some people then they enter how broken they are, or the story that when they can't tell you, you gonna see some of these problems really begins at the homes. Yes, somebody go tell you say, "My man and tell me say, na so are they." So from them, it don't stuck na in it. So for can begin they come reverse. You understand? Because mindset is very powerful. Waiting somebody they think boy himself for they change than they. It takes a lot of strength, even I go say courage back safe. Because some you go don't try, you try, they see and so say, okay, this one I get so much work for do with her. But because you believe in waiting you they do, and also the things they want to achieve through pageantry, like I say, pageantry give me so much confidence. I mean, help me for talking to public, help me for meet maybe people they want to ever think say I go meet safe, in my journey. The courage why they get now that okay, even me coming up, I'm not being totally day as a day now. So what you do? Just be a and I mean play your own parts. But so far, so many people then they will don't become a complete, a full version of themselves in a good way. We then don't become now your side.
Yeah. You think so? You talk something with very important, like some of these things, the lack of confidence, the self-doubt, it all comes from the home. It's a cultural thing because many homes in Sierra Leone do not value women's voices or the voices of girls. Yes, unfortunately. So, how does that? I mean, the confidence is one thing, but eventually, from a girl to a woman, how does that affect a woman's growth? Just you growth and your journey in life. How then some of them cultural value system then they affect how women operate in the world.
Most of the woman them where they say okay they abuse me, then this then that, you understand, or then they take advantage of me. Most of them, why then they endure then sin then they now because the homes them don't teach them say you woman now for be out not talk nothing anything the man say just be out. So we don't see even lives being lost because of that one day. And then also even with jobs, some job then they then they even tell you say this not so woman not go able for do this kind of work. So all the limitations and the way they get now your mind, they make where you they grow up, you want for become something, you they begin to doubt yourself, say, after all, the family, nobody no become this one. Why me for can't tell say for can be? You understand? So these things are really serious, and no matter as they wait now then they, and then so they that we get work for do for them begin the cluster reminds them say okay you can become anything even when you're a woman. You can sit down today and become the leader of Sierra Leone. You can become anything you want for be like I say. So that's a very dangerous something we really need for work hard for change.
And how do you see pageantry being a tool to change some of those things?
Platforms. Then if you go on a stage like Miss let's say Miss Universe. I like for reference Miss Universe because that's my stage. And of course one of the biggest stages.
It's one of the biggest, absolutely.
You can now you get people the way they want to work hard on changing things, organizations and then at the world. Where you gonna Miss Universe stage, at least you get like 2 million people the way they watch you. You're able for explain your issues them and knows I help they come on for. You go use Pageantry for also set up your own organization, for example. Like how we don't do this one, so through Pageantry, I don't able for can set up our model management and image consultancy, organize classes them, seminars, sessions them, where you go empower, you go teach, you go make, you know, the change, the small change stuff where you go cause now somebody in life. So Pageantry is powerful like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're rounding up now. I just want to ask you about, like, in Sierra Leone, as I was saying, me into, we talk about beauty a lot. Sometimes, but my opinion is most of the time we focus a lot on physical beauty, especially in pageantry. It's changing. It's slowly changing. But what would be your advice or message to young women, to young girls who maybe for now they're looking at pageantry as a platform where go give them the spotlight, but they not really don't process what that spotlight could mean, what that spotlight could be used for, how they could achieve things even greater than just winning the crown. What will be your message to then young women and they or just young girls who are interested in pageantry, but don't quite know how to navigate and use it to achieve good things? Yes.
Okay. Well, to every young person that is interested in doing this, me honest advice could be spend time and learn about what you want to enter into. If you don't know, you will make all your judgments from afar. You will get all the perception. Just go online, read everything now with fingertips. So they say, when I saw it be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Online, search, find the good, the good. Why you want to do this? What are the odds? Waiting at the good and then you go see all the reasons that will make you go feel safe. Say, I should enter into this. It's very simple. If you're not educated about what you want to do, then no problem.
All right. So, I've been to ask you, say, what's waiting are some of the things that way you feel safe for change, in terms of how we approach pageantry in our salon, but just generally in terms of how we approach beauty, in terms of how we approach women. What you go say need for change in terms of the way how salon they perceive beauty and women in beauty pageantry.
People they need for look beyond the physical appearance and focus on the impact within the person able for do. If you na beauty pageant queen, yes, forget the crown and nice, forget the title, good. But the impact, the thing where they be in, wearing that crown, having that title, now for being focused. So every other person again, they watch, where they follow pageant or where they follow modeling or anything like that, that should be their focus instead of the face. All man fine, like I say, but it's what you do with the crown.
Right. So as we close now, is there anything there where you go on for ad that I didn't ask? Maybe even if you say ask, but I know ask. Is there anything on your mind that you wanted to say?
Well, I will say authenticity is key, be it in pageants or in just being yourself. Embrace yourself, embrace your flaws. Nobody not perfect. But Usai should say you, now you embrace all of them on there. If you're insecure, it's fine. What you do, you will learn, you will make sure say you engage in other things that will go kill that one day for you. Just wait and see, embrace your authentic self. Just be yourself. The sky the be your limits.
And thank you so much for making time. Thank you for being on Honestly Speaking.
You're welcome. Thank you too for inviting.
My pleasure. Well, that's it for today's episode of Honestly Speaking. We have been recording at Black Lion Production Studios, and the conversation definitely continues online. Don't forget to like, share, and just tell us what you think about the topic we've been discussing. I have been your host. My name is Antonia Howard. Until next time, bye.
That's it for today's episode of Honestly Speaking. Thank you for listening and being a part of these important conversations. If you've enjoyed today's discussion, please like and share. And if you're feeling inspired, do leave a review. I'd love to hear what you think. And of course, carry on the conversation online. Share your thoughts, experiences, and ideas using hashtag HonestlySpeakingSL. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and stay honest.